Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon. Welcome to a reading for the new moon in Sagittarius. So that is actually starting today. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to follow a spread that I created called the Holiday Cheer Tarot spread. And it's actually featured in this month's newsletter. So if you guys aren't signed up for that yet, I will put that link in the description box down below. Also down below will be all the decks I'll be using here today. All of them are created by myself except for one. So I'll be specific on which one that is. As well as this beautiful Orgonite, which is called the Fire in My Soul, created by Michele from Belle's Wing and Bell. Please just take what resonates for you guys, and get rid of anything that doesn't. So I'm reading a little bit from the internet what this new moon in Sagittarius represents. So obviously Sagittarius naturally embodies qualities of enthusiasm, exploration, and philosophical thinking. The arrival of this new moon amplifies these characteristics while intensifying the desires for expansion, growth, and exploration. It also ignites a spark for pursuing our dreams, setting goals, and seeking new opportunities. So that's really what we're going to be just kind of, plugging into today. So let's just jump right into the messages. So the very first topic is Santa's sleigh. So what gifts and talents does Spirit want you to focus on at this time? Let's take a look. Let's go into my Earth and Sky Oracle and see what gifts and talents Spirit wants us to focus on during this time. Ooh, interesting. We have black hole, okay? So why would Spirit want us to focus on that? It says getting sucked in, no way out, the end of the line, complete void. What I'm getting here is this is about really plugging into your talent for sniffing out situations where you know that you're going to get sucked in, kind of like red flags. So it's interesting that I chose this red. Obviously the black is in the middle, but the red energy. So to me, it's like a red flag. There's certain things where it's like, ooh, I know that's not the avenue that I should go down. That's not the turn I should make. This is something where it's not going to serve me in the end. It's not going to serve my highest good. Been there, done that, not going to do it again. So there is something about your gift and talent of wisdom, of knowing that there's certain things that you already know how it's going to play out. So not even bothering with it, not even going down that avenue because you know it's going to be a dead end. That's it. It's also about maybe not looking back on the past, maybe not looking back on something that's just no longer serving you. Sometimes we can learn from the past, but then there does come a time, especially if we're in a lot of pain still, when it comes to our past, where it is time to move it's time to move on. It's time to move beyond that. And some people will say, well, I don't know how to do that. Well, it's time to start figuring out what pitfalls are we stepping into every single day? What activities are we giving into that are taking us or sucking us down a rabbit hole or a black hole? So let's not engage in those activities anymore. It's kind of like a detox. We might need to, like a drug, just kind of avoid a certain situation or even a person. Or detox to the point where you're cutting away all ties to a situation or a person. So you know what that's going to be for you. So Spirit is basically saying here, wisdom is something. Wisdom at this time is something that Spirit wants you to focus on, because you have many gifts and talents that maybe are in a way getting sucked out of you because you're putting so much time and energy into something maybe that is just a soul sucker at this point. So that might not be the case for everybody, but that is coming up for some reason. It might just be that you have a lot of wisdom now and you just know better not to waste time in certain situations. So that's actually a gift. And I feel like, I'm not saying, oh, it's going to be perfect every single time, but I feel just personally myself, I feel like I have a tendency now to see shit from a mile away, and I just don't even waste my time anymore. I don't even bother. I don't even open up that door anymore. So I really don't waste a lot of time like I used to waste a lot of time on total bullshit. So it's a gift now. It's a gift. All right, this right here is the Treasure Trove Oracle Professional Archetypes. What else? Hey, like I just said, you've learned some lessons here. Maybe some of you have had to learn the hard way. You had to fall. You had to lose it all. You had to skin your knee. Some of you had to, really just nurse yourself back to health. But guess what? You're finally out of this mess. And now at least you've learned something. You've passed this test. Yes, the scholar dedicated her time wisely. All of this knowledge will aid you in your next venture. And I'm telling you that that's really what Spirit is saying here. It's a gift. So a lot of you may have gone through some shitty situations, okay? And the best thing that you could possibly do, even though it might not feel like you want to do that right now, silently tell the universe, thank you so much for that lesson, even though it was hard. At least now I know moving forward what I don't want. At least I know now that I'm never going to put myself through that ever again. At least now I know. Because you may not have known, and it could have been a lot worse, or maybe you could have learned this lesson a lot later in life, or whatever the situation might have been. So this to me is about counting your blessings and realizing that you did learn a pretty good lesson and you're wiser now for it. So your gift and talents can now really thrive and shine, and also you have a talent for sniffing out bullshit. Like I said, it's a gift. It's a gift. So let's continue. This is my Treasure Trove Tarot Career and Finances deck. Oh my gosh, the Magician. I love it. And of course, life is what you make, right? We have the law of attraction, materializing wealth, desires within reach. When you're focused on all the shit that you can't change, you're focused on all the things that, make you unhappy and miserable, you're not really going to be in the vibration of being able to create anything new and positive. And it doesn't mean that, we pretend that the bad things didn't happen. The things that have hurt us, all those shadows and things have actually helped to shape and mold us into who we are today. So the shadow is not something that should be discarded as trash, as meaningless. It actually does mean something, and it's a nice teacher for you. But it's not something that you want to hold on to entirely your entire life, or let it define your every waking moment, all of your hardships and challenges. Use the wisdom, take the wisdom, but continue moving forward and creating a life that you actually want to create. So the law of attraction, this could be that you have a talent right now for working with the law of attraction. Maybe some of you guys are just getting into it. It's about understanding, though, that everything needs balance. And so sometimes we can become very imbalanced with these spiritual concepts, like, positive vibes, nothing negative. If anything negative, if I think a negative thought, I'm not going to be able to materialize things. That's actually not true. You still have to operate as a human being. It just means that you are making a conscious choice to instead shift your focus onto things that you can control, things that you can basically, materialize. So it's not that the bad stuff doesn't exist. It doesn't mean you're never going to have a shitty day. And it doesn't mean that your life is going to suffer because, you fall into a depression here or there, or, like I said, have a bad day, because you are still human. But it just means that you're focusing more of your time and energy on the things that you can do and that you can control, instead of the things that you can't control. So it's a choice. It's a conscious choice. So that's really beautiful. So I feel like some of you guys are going to be really working with that energy. It's a part of your mission, and your purpose is to come back up and rise like the phoenix from those ashes. It's interesting. We have this tornado of cash. So something really, really beneficial is going to come from this shit show tornado of a life that maybe you've experienced so far or just recently. Something good is going to come from all of this, you guys. And it's about you really seeing it and believing it, believing that and seeing things that way. If you see things as a doom and gloom, you're going to have this continuous cloud over you. If you see things as, what, I'm going to rise to the occasion, and I'm going to shine, and I'm going to open myself up to new opportunities, you are going to innately feel better. You are going to just naturally feel better. So it's just, again, it's that conscious choice that we make of the life that we want to live. We make that choice. So let's go ahead and continue because that might not resonate for everyone watching. We have the penguin. Oh, I love this. Soul connections, faithful and monogamous, adapts to environment, excellent caretaker. Oh boy. So to me, some of you guys, your gift and talent might be that you are working with people with, different soul connections. I would say that it's a part of my gifts and talents is to connect with soul contracts and, soul lessons and, different things like that. It's something that I enjoy. I'm very passionate about it. And I've used a lot of my past experience as learning tools for me in order to manifest either abundance in my life or just beautiful, amazing changes. So some of you guys could be doing what I do. Some of you guys could be interested in doing that. Some of you guys are just basically learning from a soul connection. You're really healing and empowering yourself. And what you're doing is you're actually getting yourself prepared for the ultimate soul connection. So some of you guys will be attracting in the partner of this same vibration, this higher vibration and higher frequency coming up in the future. I think that's awesome. All right, let's see what else. Might be also too that you want to be a caretaker in some way. It's one of your talents and gifts is you want to take care of other people. And we're talking about in a healthy way. You want to help others, a real humanitarian, somebody who wants to assist people less fortunate. That could be a part of your talent as well. Okay, so we have the plumber. Oh my gosh. Down in the dumps, question mark. The plumber is here to plunge any blockages, address the inner crap that's been clogging up your system. Okay, I really like this because what this is telling me is that there are certain soul connections, certain people that you'll meet in this lifetime where maybe some of us will feel at the time when we meet these people, wow, this is something special. This is something extraordinary. And you know what? You're right. You're not wrong. Absolutely. Now, as far as labels are concerned, which is why I don't really care for labels, because when we slap a label onto someone, some people can feel like they're branded forever or that person has to be that thing forever. I'm more into navigating through the energy, and if it's still there and it's still that still seems to be the case after a period of time, then great. But sometimes things change, people change, we evolve. We may not see things the same way that we saw them 5 years ago. And I'm glad for myself that I'm kind of open and loose with labels, because I have changed my mind about a thing or two, a person or two in my life where I'm just like, I thought it was something that it just wasn't. But it was a really great lesson. It really helped me to grow. You know what it did? It really helped me to address my inner crap that was clogging up my system. So I say thank you to the universe for bringing that person into my life, because it's helped to really enlighten me. It's helped to really heal me in a lot of ways. So now I can get back to the things that I want to continue to create in this particular lifetime. Maybe I wasn't taking care of myself. Maybe I was putting too much time and dedication to taking care of everybody else's needs except for myself. And so this person, wow, they really fucked me over. So guess what? Now I know that the care needs to start with me first and foremost before I go out and participate with anyone, you see? So Spirit has a strange way of bringing certain people into our lives for certain lessons. So always be open to that. Always be open to that. All right. Try not to get clogged up by hanging on to shit that just stinks and needs to get out. All right, what else? Knight of Swords. Oh, I love this. Okay, what's interesting is this is Mercury's energy, so this could be tied to Gemini or Virgo. This is Gemini's energy, okay? We always have a choice, and that's why I see Gemini as the lovers in tarot, and it's choice. We always have a choice, okay? And if we really want something, and we really want to thrive, right? We really have that drive to continue. We just keep going. We're not going to let a little bump in the road or a little clog get us down. Once we move through the shit, really, we're going to continue living. We're going to prevail. We're not going to let anything stand in our way. We're not going to allow circumstances to stop us from living, especially people. So I think that what Spirit's trying to say to us with these first couple of messages is that you've got a talent for bullshit. And I don't mean that in like you're going to just put up with BS. What I'm getting here is that you had to go through a lot of stuff in order for you now to understand what stays, what goes, what you want to participate in, and what you no longer are going to waste your time on. And you've really learned these lessons through the soul connections that you've made so far in this lifetime, and they've all meant something. They have all added value to your life. Okay. So I think that that's beautiful. It's amazing. That's why I'm so passionate about soul connections, is because this is where we learn so many lessons about ourselves, is through dealing with other people. So these are the gifts and talents that Spirit wants you to focus on. Focus on what you've learned from other people. Focus on what they have triggered within you, what you've needed to heal, how far you've come, and really celebrate those victories. I love it. Okay, so let's now continue and go into the mistletoe, which is what is the vibe surrounding our romantic relationships. So this deck right here is actually one that I did not create, and this is from Aqua Moonlight. This is a new one that she just sent to me. Very exciting. So let's go ahead and go into it. It's called the Retro Romance Oracle. All right, what is the vibe surrounding our romantic relationships? I wish you guys could see. I've got 3 little kittens just sleeping all around me. They're so cute. All right. All right, what is the vibe surrounding our romantic life? Ooh, we have staying home. Okay, canceling plans, a romantic night in, self-care evening, needing alone time, someone comes over, an introvert. So this could of course be you. Some of you guys might be saying right now, I'm not even interested in romance. So that could pertain to you. Maybe you're going to just kind of stay in this year. Maybe you're not really going to attend a lot of parties. Maybe you're not going to be very social right now. Maybe you just plan to have a staycation where you just stay in and you take care of yourself. Nothing wrong with that. So some of you guys are not interested. You're in a relationship. You're more interested in the relationship that you have with yourself. And I think that that's a beautiful, wonderful thing. So let's go ahead and get another card here. This is my Diviner's Oracle deck. And let's get a couple of messages to go with this message. Okay, interesting. I like this. The Mirror. You need some time to reflect, and that's okay. You need maybe some time to see things from a different viewpoint. Maybe you need some time to really heal that relationship with yourself. And I think that that is a wonderful option. I think that that's a wonderful thing to do, and it might be necessary for some of you guys. All right, this is my Twin Flame Journey Tarot, revised edition. This is one of my newest decks, now available. And just so you guys know, all of my decks are 20% off until, I think, 4 more days, December 16th. So be sure to take advantage of that sale. Oh, I love this. The Two of Pentacles, balancing act. Yeah, what you're doing is you're restoring balance here. You're restoring some sort of a balance because maybe things got out of whack for you. Maybe you were overgiving. Maybe you cared too much about another situation and you didn't care enough about yourself. So now this is an opportunity for you to kind of balance yourself out before maybe going out into the dating world. So nothing wrong with that. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and continue if that doesn't resonate for everybody. Maybe some of you guys are ready to go out there. Oh, okay, we have unbothered, unfazed by drama. Off the radar. Okay. Living one's best life in peace, self-sufficient. When you walk away, someone wants back in. Oh my gosh. So some of you guys are basically just backing off of a person. You know, you've walked away from someone. You're just kind of like, yeah, I'm not going to chase this anymore. You haven't really put in any effort or dedication. So I'm not going to deal with this. Sometimes the Two of Pentacles can also be someone who's juggling people. Maybe you're just done with it. You're done. Maybe you don't have time for dating, or some of you, someone's not making you a priority. They're not making a choice to be with you. So you're just like, you know, you're over it. And I think that you're just like, I don't have time for this drama, and I'm going to focus instead on loving myself. So I think it's an excellent choice for some of you guys. All right, let's see what else. Yeah, because you're not going to wait anymore. You're going to meet your own needs. So instead of expecting someone else to change, you know what you're doing? You're making the change. That's what you're doing. You're making the change. You're making the decision. You're not going to expect this person to come in and do anything differently. Maybe they haven't showed you any differently for a long time. So you're kind of like, I'm not going to wait for this. I'm going to meet my own expectations. This person is not meeting my expectations at all. I'm done. Wow. This is very specific. Three of Cups. Okay, I like this. Celebration and community. So maybe some of you guys are just kind of like keeping things casual. You're not really looking for a Two of Cups energy. You're not really looking for someone at this particular time because you need to, let's just say, meet your own needs, meet your own expectations, you know, lick some wounds, pull away from drama, pull away from groups of people even. You're done with it. You're going to create your own happiness, your own joy. Maybe you're going to spend time with family and friends that are very close to you, that are there for you, that love you, people that you know that love you, that are supportive of you. You're going to actually spend more time in those connections than with people that really aren't serving you or meeting any of your needs. So I think maybe you're just pulling back from a specific person, or maybe even a group of people where you're just kind of like, it's just not worth it for me anymore. It's just not worth it. Wow. All right, let's get one last one. Will the vibration change? Or is this going to stay the same all across the board? Okay, so we do have two peas in a pod now. We have best friends, but it goes into lovers. Always making each other laugh. They get you like no other. Inside jokes, attracts jealous outsiders, life partner potential. Okay, very cool. I feel like some of you guys would rather hold out for the right lover instead of wasting any more time on someone that truly is not meeting your needs or is not on the same page as you. You're not going to waste your time in that particular relationship or connection anymore. What you're going to do instead is you're going to be your own best friend. And when you're your own best friend and you love yourself, you're going to attract someone that treats you the same way, and wants to be in a relationship like with the relationship that they have with themselves. So to me, it's like two people that come together at the right time, at the right vibration, that want the same things in life. The stars align for you two to come together. So I just feel like you're at a point where you're not trying to rush this. You don't need this to happen right now. You're actually at peace with divine timing. Whenever this person comes in, great, but you're not going to wait for it. You don't even necessarily expect it at this point. You're just going to focus on Three of Cups energy, which is the people, your friends, your family, your tribe that get you and love you. Those are the connections that you're going to focus on. You're not going to focus so much on, I need to be with someone right now. So I feel like that's just healthy all the way around, no matter who this is for. So it's not to say that you guys couldn't meet someone new right now, that there wouldn't be anybody new coming in. Not at all. It just means that if you're really focused on holding out for the right partner, I say good for you. Why settle for crumbs? Why settle for shit that you don't want? The universe is going to bring you something when it's truly ready. Yep. That's key. So we have revelation, achievement, and new perspective. So what does a key do? A key opens up and unlocks a door. So this key is being presented to you, and this key is through knowledge. It's through a revelation. It's through enlightenment. It's through ascension. It's through healing and doing the work. And so I feel like as long as you're making yourself a priority, this is really key in your next relationship. So I feel like this is a stepping stone in the right direction. So just focus your time and energy on yourself, but also focus it on people that are in your life that want to show up for you and be there for you. Really focus on those connections. Yeah, we have the Four of Pentacles scarcity mindset. So the Four of Pentacles means we got to let go of something. We have to be unafraid to let something go that's not working anymore. So instead of trying to take a key and put it into a door that won't open, Spirit is basically saying, be willing to, maybe even a way, throw away that key. Or not really throw away the key, actually. You've already been given the information. You've already been given the knowledge. You've already been given the wisdom that this door is not opening for a reason. So instead of continuing to try to open up this door, pull back, right? And focus on something else. Maybe this door will open at another time. I don't know. Or maybe it's just not meant to open. Maybe we are meant to go in front of a new door. So the connection that you're looking for, the connection where it's somebody that can be your best friend and your lover, somebody where you guys just are on the same page. I feel like this is something that might be on the horizon, and it might require you to close some sort of an old door in your life. So that's just what I'm seeing here. Or it's a divine timing thing. It just might not be the time for this door to open just right now. So it's about just focusing on something else, especially the self. All right, you guys, now we're going to go into the Snowman, which is what has been frozen and is about ready to thaw and come back to life. Okay, let's look at this. What is frozen and is about ready to come back to life? Let's look at this. All right, this is my new Winter Wonderland Oracle. What is frozen and is about ready to come back to life? Okay, we have a second chance. Very interesting. Pairs. So what's about ready to come back to life that's been frozen for so long? Maybe it's an opportunity for something that didn't work before to be repaired or to work again. This could be anything. This could be a second chance that you have at living a happy life instead of, throwing away or wasting any more time on things that don't serve you. Like we have an opportunity to live once again. Sometimes where you go through a bad, health spell, or, you've been down for so long, or, you suddenly wake up and you realize, oh my God, I've wasted so much time on this thing. I have a second chance now to be happy. That's what I'm going to do. So that's just what I'm getting here, is that it could be something from the past returning. But I feel for some of you that it's going to be that you're realizing that life is too precious to waste any more time. Life is just too precious to waste any more time on being unhappy. Yeah, try something new. And that's why I kind of steered away from the past, even though it could be that for some of you guys. But I feel like the majority of the message is to go out and try something new instead of trying to go, back to the past, unless someone returns and there's an opportunity. But obviously if that happens, then that's an opportunity that, you'll have to decide what you want to do with that. But some of you guys just want to go into a new direction. And that's really what Spirit is basically saying. You have this opportunity to no longer be frozen in time. Let that thaw, that frozen energy, and then try something new. Get back out there and do something new. And we have resist temptation. So there might be a temptation to hang on to something. There might be a temptation to, do something once again. And that's why I said it'll be up to you to kind of figure out whether or not that's what you want. Is it still, let's just say someone decides to come back, right? But they're not really offering you anything new. It's still kind of like the same old shit. I've gone through this before where I'm just like, oh, Okay, here we are again, and everything is still the same. Nothing has really changed. Okay, I wonder how this is going to go. Yeah, it ran into a brick wall pretty quick. And so sometimes second chances, it might take a second chance for us to realize, you know what, I actually don't want this anymore. So sometimes it could be a good thing when the past returns, because then you're like, you realize a lot. You realize that you've either outgrown situations or that it's not really what you thought it was to begin with. So sometimes those things can be good. So this is my Goddess Awakened Oracle. Let's see what else. Resist the temptation to do things the way you did them before. Do it differently. Go about it differently, because if you don't, nothing will change. Yeah, we have Scarlet Everlasting. So to me, this is basically something that just continues. Like it's everlasting. Like it's like a endless loop of time. Nothing's really changed. Nothing's really ended here. It's just the continual loop. But we do have positive vibes. So what I'm getting here, you guys, let's just say something comes back, like an opportunity, but it's the same old shit kind of packaged in a new way, and you feel that. Resist the temptation to go back to whatever this is. Don't accept something unless it is of a different vibe, of somebody maybe bringing some proof that something has changed here. It's not just words, it's actual actions. You're seeing the proof of change. Don't just take someone's word for it. Definitely, take your time with that decision. Do you want it again, or is this a pass? Is this you're going to take it, or are you going to pass on it? It will be up to you. Yep, slow down. Don't resist the temptation to go quick and fast. So let's just say someone comes back into your life and it's just hot and heavy. It's just like the same old pace, which is just, quick and really involved, really quick, really fast. What I feel is resist the temptation to do it that way again, because it's not going to actually last. It is going to hit maybe a brick wall again, which is why I had that vision come to my mind. Sometimes we need another go around in order to realize, hey, you know what, this isn't actually what I want. So that could serve as a good lesson. But I feel like some of you guys, you have an opportunity to do something different. So if you really want something to last and you really want something to have success, go about it a different way, so that way you can get a different result. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again the same way and getting the same result, we're just going around in circles. So I feel like there's an opportunity for something to come back or something to reappear in order for us to go about it differently. All right, this is my Lurking in the Shadows Tarot. This just popped up. Okay, we have a heartfelt message, Countess of Souls, which is the Page of Cups. I feel like someone is going to come in with the message. There's going to be a message. There's going to be a conversation. It might be somebody that you feel like you have some sort of a soul connection with. It might be a heartfelt message. But the Page of Cups is, it's kind of a little crumb, but it's a beginning. It's something. But is it really what you're looking for? Is it really what you want? Only you will decide. Okay, we do have the Two of Ashes, which is the Two of Pentacles fluctuation. Kind of back and forth, like, I'm not really sure. Not really sure what I want. I could take it or leave it. I don't know what I want to do. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Ooh, and we have the Five of Pentacles, you guys. Door closed for a reason, forsaken. I feel like someone may have taken advantage of you in the past, and they're going to try to come back. They're going to try to come back. And you don't have to take this offer. If this person has changed and they're truly sorry, I feel like you will feel it in your soul. You're going to trust your intuition on that. But if they're coming in and they're still kind of wishy-washy, they're not really providing a lot of, information. They're not really providing a lot of truth. You still feel like they're kind of dodging stuff. They're not really taking responsibility. I'm getting here to keep this door closed. Okay, keep this door closed if this is someone that's returning. But I feel for you guys that if there is a second chance for you to be happy and you're done with the past, the message to your soul is that you may have been back and forth for a long time, whether or not, 1 foot in the past, 1 foot in the future. But it's saying that this past, like, This door is closed for a reason, and it's time for you to now open up a new door. Remember, take that key and open up a new door instead of wasting any more time on old situations or old, doors that are just continuously closed where we're banging on them, but there's no one on the other side. So those are the two messages. Either someone is coming back. You may decide, depending on what they have to offer, whether that feels right for you. You may say yes or you may say no. This might be an opportunity for closure or for you to take your power back. Or it might be that you guys decide to do something differently and things really change. And so there is an opportunity for a better set of new circumstances. And then others of you, it may just be that this is an opportunity for you to have a second chance and a second shot at happiness, but it will require you to leave the past behind. Okay? So, very interesting messages there. All right, now we're going to go into the Christmas tree, which is what activities will bring you the most joy this particular season. Let's look at this. Now we're going to go into my holiday cheer oracle. This is what I named the tarot spread after. And the holiday cheer oracle, this is kind of a cool one because it has all of the holidays of the entire year. So it's not just Christmas. See, we got an Easter bunny. Okay, so we have scattered, and I like this. This is about scattering your eggs, scattering your energies. Don't keep all of your eggs in just one basket. Definitely have fun. Don't commit to just one thing. Maybe keep your options open, you guys. Be more open and flexible with your time. Be more open and flexible in your connections or your relationships with other people. Don't put all of your eggs into one basket right now is what I'm getting from Spirit. And maybe that will be really hard for you because you're the kind of person that does that. So this will be like a new kind of learning curve for you, that maybe before putting all of your eggs into one basket, take your time with things. Take things slow down, right? Okay, this is my Shift Your Vibes, a suggestion deck. We have movie night, entertainment. Okay, this is kind of cool. This is about kind of like watching the movie or the plot unfold or thicken. So there is this message here about making sure that you keep things somewhat light. Don't jump all in too quick with anything. Okay? So these activities will bring you the most joy is when you don't take things so seriously, that you just kind of enjoy things for what they are. You enjoy things and allow things to entertain you, allow things to make you laugh and to bring you joy. And if it's not entertaining you and it's not bringing you joy, then it's about maybe going somewhere else and seeing what does. So we don't have to stay in any situation. We can kind of change the movie or eject the film at any time. If you don't like what's showing up, you don't like what's on the screen, you can always change it. All right, let's see what else. This is my Connections of the Modern World Tarot. Oh, I love this. Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is Aries energy. Very empowering, very confident, very magnetic, feels really good. So, again, that is really the message here. The message is your life is what you make it. And if you don't like the characters that are in your movie and you don't like, the role that you're playing in your movie, you can always change it. You can always change the genre of that film. You can always change the scene of that film. You are the director of your life. So scatter your energy and don't put all your eggs into one basket. Practice being independent. Practice having choices. Practice having options. Maybe that's, like I said, something that you're not used to because you're used to just like being all in one situation or giving one person all of your dedication and all of your time. It might be that going into the new year, it's like you're trying something different on for size. You're trying not to take things so seriously or not needing to be so serious right off the bat. Could be difficult and challenging for you, but it is something that Spirit is saying you should try to do this because it might actually bring you a little bit more joy than you realize. All right, let's see what else. Sharing is caring. Very cool. This is really good, the scattered energy, because you're going to meet lots of different people when you don't just hone in or focus on one person. Okay. So keep things light, share your energy with maybe lots of people, share your time, get out there and really just have a lot more fun. Some of you guys could even be interested in like the entertainment industry, as in like theater, or making films or social media stuff. And this is about having the charisma and the confidence to be able to pull this off and share your ideas and your creations or just your talents with other people. So this could also bring you a lot of joy moving forward. You just feeling a lot better about yourself and just feeling like, hey, you know what? I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to put my face on camera. I'm going to share my knowledge with the world. So that's very cool. I love that. Let's see what else. Ooh, homemade goodies. And some of you guys, it could be that you make something. I don't know what that is, but this is some sort of thing that will bring you guys joy. Is maybe your homemade products or something that you're making with your hands. You're making this. It doesn't actually have to be like homemade, but it's like it's coming from you. You're making this and then you're sharing it. You're sharing your creation with the world. So this is going to bring you a lot of joy. It might even be that you're going to be staying home and you're going to be making homemade gifts for people this year. And I think that that's so beautiful because, you know, I know a lot of people are, struggling. Times are tough. And, you know, this particular season, we just decided as a family that we're going to do things a lot differently than we've done the last few years. And I got to tell you, it feels really great. We have less stress now this holiday season. And it's just more about us spending time together as a family and just doing things, you know, like staying home and providing entertainment within the home and just, you know, spending time together and maybe playing games and things like that. That's actually more important than any tangible gift, right? So it's just about rearranging your priorities, and that could bring some more joy and happiness at this time too. The Emperor, which is interesting, this is also Aries, so we have double Aries energy here. The Emperor is about being in a power position, feeling really good, feeling very confident, feeling very stable really, and being very structured and disciplined. So some of you guys, it might be that, you know, it might put you in a power position to maybe not focus on one particular thing and instead just be kind of light and be open to a bunch of different things. We did get the Entrepreneur. Did we get the Entrepreneur? Maybe, am I crazy? Hold on. No, we didn't. I don't know why. The Entrepreneur came to me for whatever reason. And what I was going to say, and I think the reason why it's coming to me is because there could be a business that you guys are trying to run or you're trying to do. And it is about just finding more joy in doing something instead of stressing so much about sales right now or social media follows or whatever it is that you're trying to build. Are you even having fun? Is there any joy in any of this? Because if you're not having fun and there's no joy in any of it, it's going to just be misery. So I feel like what activities are going to bring you joy is to actually do things because you're really enjoying it. And if you're not enjoying it, then it's just like that's going to show and it's going to be felt. And you're really not going to be in a position to do much with whatever it is you're trying to create. So don't forget to enjoy what you're doing. I feel like that's what that message is. All right, let's go ahead and get one more set. Late to rest. Okay, make sure that you take time for self-care. Take time to rest. All right. And if there's something that isn't working and you know, it might be time to maybe do something differently. That's okay. And it doesn't mean it's a fail. It just means that, hey, you know what? This avenue isn't working. Well, let me try something different. So don't be afraid to do something or go about a situation differently. It might actually bring better results if you're open-minded about something. Okay. We also have dinner party togetherness. And that's just really the message that I got here is that this is about spending time together. It's not really about tangible items and tangible gifts. This could be things that you make, which can sometimes be costly. Sometimes I've made homemade stuff where it actually ends up being just as much or even more than going out and buying a store-bought gift. So it might not be about the necessary saving money. It might just be more about the thought that counts. But even if it's not about gifts, spending time together is the most important thing, especially during the holiday season. So don't get caught up in the you have to get this or you have to get that, because it's really about, you know, the things that bring you joy and also the things that bring other people joy too. And sometimes people don't really give a crap about all that material stuff. They just don't. So try not to stress yourself out. Oh, I love this. Three of Pentacles, teamwork. Okay. Togetherness, coming together with other people. Some of you guys might have been kind of doing your own thing for a while, but there is something about sharing is caring, togetherness, and coming together and working with people, collaborating with people. This coming year, 2024, might be your year to come together with others. It doesn't mean that you can't do your own thing, but it means that you need to think smarter and like work smarter than harder. And sometimes smarter is to collaborate. Sometimes pulling your resources together with another person that's on the same page could be beneficial for the both of you. And instead of suffering or trying to do everything by yourself, it might be time for you to start thinking outside of the box and saying, hey, you know what? I'm willing to go about this a different way. I'm willing to try something new this year. So this is what Spirit is saying here. Be open to trying new things, be open to doing different things this coming year. This will really be beneficial, especially if it involves other people. That's awesome. All right. And that it could also be some of you guys are transitioning from like a 9-to-5 job that you absolutely hate, and you're instead going to go into like maybe a home business or a side business, something that you do or work from home. And that's going to bring you a lot of joy. That message just came through too. All right, now we're going to go into Reindeer, which is what new pathways will be opening up for you next. Let's look at this. What new pathways are going to be opening up for you next? All right, we're going to go into my Oracle of Chance deck. Interesting. We have, don't be tempted by the desires of another. Okay, I've got to tell you guys, remember the, I gotta pull this up because we got to see it here to connect it. Nymph, resist the temptation. Okay, don't be tempted by the desires of another. There's someone that, it could be that person from the past that is coming back to try to tempt you to do something that isn't really going to serve you. It's not really what you want. It's what they want. It's about them getting their needs met, but you're not really getting your needs met. So just really try to not be tempted by someone that's just pulling your leg again. Someone that's come back to waste your time. Really, really try to resist the temptation to let someone back in, especially if they're already exuding signs of just total BS, okay? If you already feel like you can't trust them, that's enough. If you're already wondering whether or not they've changed, that's enough. You know, trust that intuition. Okay, we have a wish will be granted. I just feel like there's something better for you than this. You know, whatever this is, what you're really looking for is not this. So once you like pass that test, then what you really want actually shows up. It's like, do you want to go slumming again, or do you want to upgrade? The choice will be yours. And I just told you guys this. Trust those vibes. Oh my God, yes. Your intuition will lead you in this one. So please trust it. If it looks like a rose, but it smells like shit, you gotta trust that. Okay? It might be wrapped up pretty, but it's still the same thing. So yeah, this is talking about a new pathway that's opening up for you. There is a new pathway, but it's almost like something from the past, or some maybe habit, or maybe something we're still hanging on to. It's still kind of tugging at us. But trust your vibes that whatever this is, it's just not the best thing for you. And trust that something new will present itself that will be what you're looking for. So don't go slumming it, is what Spirit's trying to say. Don't do it. We have the Arrows of Love Oracle. All right. Casual. Oh, I like this. Keep it casual. There's something about being open, but not diving in 100% right away. Don't put all your eggs into one basket. Keep your options open. Don't be so quick to commit to one thing. Enjoy the process of getting to know someone. Enjoy the process of love. Allow your needs to be met. What's funny is this is called Fire in My Soul, Orgonite. Here it is. That's so cool. There's a reason I was guided to use this today. But yes, the fire in your soul. When you meet someone and they inspire in you amazing things, and they inspire in you that you're motivated, you want to be the best version of you, and you mirror that in them, that right there is a beautiful connection. When you attract someone into your life where they're hurting you, they're triggering you, they're bringing out all your trauma, that can be very beneficial in a certain way, but it's a very painful, miserable process. And I just feel like the next person that you guys are going to encounter, this is going to be somebody that's a cheerleader in your life. This is going to be somebody that's here to, I'm not going to say make things better for you, but they're going to inspire some amazing positive things in you and those things within them that you inspire. So the next connection coming in is more of that best friends, lovers energy to me. So if you are looking to upgrade, I feel don't go slumming in the past, because that's not where your happiness is going to lie. It's going to lie within someone new or something new. Yeah. So it's just casual rendezvous coming together, really enjoying the dating process. That's cool. Enjoy dating for a while. Enjoy the courtship with someone for a while. Don't rush in. Don't rush in. Only fools rush in, right? Don't rush in. And this, I feel, will be a better outcome for you. So there's a pathway to meet someone new. And I feel like it's maybe after the new year, because I just see champagne as New Year's. So it could be after the new year, and the new year 2024 is when you may meet someone new. This is my Arrows of Love Tarot. Yeah, and we have the Keeper of Hearts, which is you. So keep your heart warm. There's no reason to go cold here. This is the Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups. No reason to let all the crap from the past, all the tears that you've shed, all the heartbreak. Don't allow those things to cool your heart, because keep it warm. Keeping it warm here for the right one. It's almost like your heart's been on reserve the whole time for the right person. You just haven't met them yet. You haven't met them yet. Yep. Look at you. Four of Swords. Recovery. This is about recovering what you can. Recovering what self-respect and dignity that you can. Calling back your self-worth, that love, that self-love that's so necessary. All right. This is about you moving forward in a whole new way. You can still be very kind and loving to people, but you will also have to have more discernment and also trust those vibes more than you ever have before, because we just unfortunately live in a world where not everybody is out for the same things. They're just not. So yep. This next one, I'm not going to say like, oh, this next person that you meet is the person you're going to marry. But I will tell you, this is going to be a different type of situation than you're used to. this person is going to offer some sort of stability. This person is going to be more traditional. This person is going to offer more of a conventional relationship. One where it's two people that want to be faithful to one another and not like a polyamorous type of a relationship. It's going to be more of a traditional relationship. And I feel like that's probably what you're looking for. You're not looking for another player. You're not looking for somebody that, is married to someone else. They're actually available. You're not looking for somebody who, is just still enjoying the dating life. No, you're looking for somebody to eventually connect with on this long-term level. And don't let society or people or today's age tell you there's anything wrong with that, because there's not. If that's what you want, that's what you want. And I feel like once you have spent enough time in your own recovery, this person will present itself. This is connected to the sign of Taurus. So it could be Taurus season, perhaps. Never know. So that is what new pathway is opening up for you. An opportunity to have the right kind of a relationship, the kind of relationship that you've actually always dreamed of. So that's what we're seeing here. All right, last one, Angel. What is Spirit trying to guide you to do right now? What is Spirit trying to guide you to do or just pay attention to right now? Okay, so this is one of my newer decks called the Mystical Encounters Oracle. Atlantis. I love this. This is about discovery and adventure, and this to me mirrors the new moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarians are all about adventure, expansion. It's connected to the planet Jupiter. It's all about growth. It's all about discovering new things, traveling, going on new adventures. That's really where Spirit wants you to be right now. Try not to focus on one particular person. Try not to even focus on this new love that could be entering into your life, if that's what you guys are eventually looking for. Really be on a new level with yourself and in life, to discover new things and to learn new things about yourself that maybe you were not learning before because you were too busy just kind of focusing on one thing, or maybe even focusing on all the shadows and all of those lessons. Now it's time for you to have some fun. All right, this is my Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck. I feel like enough of the shadow, enough of the hard lessons. Let's call in some joy into our lives. That's what I'm getting here. Let's call in the joy. Yeah. Let's take that sword. Let's get clear about what we want. Right now we're more aware. We've gone through some shit. Look at all those crows there. That to me is like the shadow here. We've gone through a lot of shadow. We've had a lot of pitfalls, a lot of heartbreaks. But you know what? We've come through as a survivor through this situation. Now we know what we're looking for. Now we're very clear about how valuable our time is. And so we're going to do something different now with our time. We're not going to waste it. So Spirit is basically saying to you that these truths, these epiphanies, this new level of awareness is with you, and that it's telling you to go out and discover new things, go out and travel, go out and to discover who you truly are. And the only way that you can do that is if you're open. This is my Mystics Midnight Tarot. I love this. The Empress, this is you. Abundant Gardens. You have so many crops to build. You have so many things in your life that are going to grow and become abundant. You have nowhere to go but up from here. So this is about making your life the way that you want it to be. It truly is your garden. What do you want to plant in that garden? And I feel like what you want to plant in that garden are new things, new and exciting things. The yellow fairy is coming in with hope and positivity, that higher vibration. I was just talking about, where's the joy? Let's be done with the shadow already. That doesn't mean that we'll never experience unhappiness or shadow again. It just means, let's call in some joy and that yellow energy. That yellow energy is, to me, solar plexus chakra, which is all about our confidence level. It's all about how we feel about ourselves, our self-worth, what we want to do with our time, what matters to us in this world, what's important to us, how we want to spend our time. I think I just said that. So it's just, our life is what we make it. So, I feel like we're going into a new year more hopeful. We're going into a new year feeling much more positive than we have maybe this entire year for some of you guys. So Spirit saying that there is an upgrade coming, a shift in vibration, and we're going to experience more abundance. I love that. Okay, interesting. You know, we drank from some elixirs here. We did. We became intoxicated. Maybe we did some things that we weren't proud of, but guess what? Learn from it. Don't condemn yourself now. Oh, I'm so stupid. I can't believe I did that. It happened for a reason. You partook from some cup that maybe didn't give to you in the way that you were hoping for, but don't let it ruin you now for the rest of your life. Don't let it dull your energy levels. Don't let it dampen your garden. Don't let it create a mass destruction in your crop. It was a taste test. You tasted something. It didn't actually be what you want, or it didn't actually turn out to be what you wanted. And so it's like, next. Don't be afraid to try new things. Yep, High Priestess, secret information. And I like this because this is really telling us here that there's a lot of information that came from shadow, that came from the secrets. Darkness came from the mystery. You wouldn't have known this unless you had tried it. You had to try something in order to experience something. It was a part of your destiny. That's the book of destiny that she holds. That is some kind, like the Akashic records, the soul contracts with other people. So to me, these are the things that you were supposed to go through in order to create the person that you're meant to be now, as well as where you're meant to go next. So don't allow your life experiences to now brand you in a negative way to where you feel like there's just no way that you can ever be happy again. It's not true. Life is not over for you. All right, one last one. The halfling gifts service. I love it. Yes. So remember, I was just talking about the solar plexus, which is your purpose, your mission, your gifts, your talents, what you're supposed to do next. It's all lining up here, and you are in alignment. Your destiny is in alignment for abundance. You are about ready to embark on what you really came here to do. And what you did come here to do, you guys, it wasn't just to suffer. It was to be happy. It was to feel like you're making a difference in not only your world, but in other people's worlds, that you have something great to offer, right? Yep, this is you. Feminine. So you might see yourself as a divine feminine in this lifetime, right? You're here to receive information. You're here to be an intuitive person. You're here to nurture, like the Empress. Maybe some of you guys are here. You're meant to, take care of other people, including yourself, but you're here to nurture. You're here to heal. You're here to help. You're here to provide these services to other people. Not everybody is psychic, and not everybody wants to take care of other people. So that might not be your message, but the fact that I see gifts and service, being of service to others, and we have the Empress and the High Priestess and the Feminine. Wow. What I'm getting here is true, like divine feminine vibes. You're meant to be a divine feminine on a spiritual journey. You're meant to tap into your gifts, whatever those are, and you're meant to be of service to this world in some way. And maybe you guys haven't figured out exactly what that is, but I'm getting here that in 2024, this will be revealed to you if it hasn't been revealed to you already. Maybe it's secret right now, but because you're meant to go down a certain path in order to discover these things on your own, but it is coming. It is coming. Last one. I love it. The Queen of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands, I think 3 times, right, in this reading? Or maybe not 3 times. It was the Emperor's Aries, okay? Aries 3 times. You're empowered as hell. Oh, I love the Queen of Wands. She's my favorite queen. Fiery energy all the way. You know, she's got confidence. She's got charisma. She's got magnetism. You want to talk about a queen that's using the law of attraction? This is her. And this is you guys. You have something to feel proud of. You have something to stand tall for. And this is just about you actually getting to a point where you realize your worth and your value. And when you get to that point and you're on fire, there's nothing you can't get through. And there's no one that's getting through anymore that doesn't deserve your time and energy. You're just not wasting it anymore. And that's why I feel like your gift is sniffing out the bullshit. No bullshit can get through your doors anymore. You're done. So that is the last message that Spirit has for you. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading, and thank you guys so much for choosing to watch it. You guys have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.